repeated occasions, I spoke to His Excellency seeking Qatar's support to Lebanon in this respect. And with respect to your question on Hezbollah, by the grace of God, over the past few weeks, we held our collective efforts hand in hand in Lebanon to steer the country away from an all-out war, especially that the regional conflict was expanding. Today, the military operations have been halted, and we are looking forward to a new chapter of diplomacy as expressed by His Excellency, the Foreign Minister of Qatar. Al-Arabi Television. A question to the Qatari Foreign Minister. You stated that Qatar reserves the right to respond as well as the diplomatic and legal measures. Can you explain what are these measures?
لأن يكون هناك يعني وضع حد لأي أزمة من خلال طاولات الحوار، ولن نكون رأس حربة في تصعيد موقف أو أي شيء. في النهاية كما قلت الجغرافيا تفرض علينا، يعني إيران دولة جوار والشعب الإيراني شعب شقيق في النهاية، ونريد علاقة حسن جوار معهم، ونود أن يكون هناك
aim to put an end to any conflict or crisis through negotiating table. We cannot stand at the spearhead of any escalation. Again, geography has it that Iran is a neighboring country and we are observing the principle of good neighborhood. However, there is a clear understanding that any violation or attack on the state of Qatar by any foreign country or outside force is unacceptable, and there is a clear mechanism with respect to how to co-live and deal with one another. At the end of the day, this undermines the regional security. And with respect to the second part of your question on the ceasefire, we were delighted following the communication that took place between His Royal Highness the Emir of Qatar and his American and Iranian counterparts that dust have settled. At the end of the day, the matter rests in the hands of the warring parties. Today we are living in a gray area where none of the warring parties wishes to seem as if the one receiving the final blow. We wish to see a genuine observation of the ceasefire, responsible act by the warring parties, exactly as the state of Qatar had observed with respect to the Iranian attack of yesterday. We hope a total and complete ceasefire be observed between Iran and Israel. At the same time, Israel be pressured in order to observe a similar ceasefire in Gaza Strip. As to Gaza Strip, negotiations are ongoing, and officials of the state of Qatar, Arab Republic of Egypt, are in constant communication with the parties in order to reach a common ground with the sponsorship of the United States. We have made progress over the past few weeks, yet regretfully the Israeli escalation and their belligerence on Iran has delayed these efforts. However, we continue with our efforts seeking and exploring any opportunity to have indirect negotiations taking place between both the parties with the aim of reaching an agreement. We hope that the Israelis wouldn't seize the opportunity of having a ceasefire established with Iran in order to give vent to their belligerence on Gaza, and we call on the international community to impose a total ceasefire on Israel, and Hamas accepts a deal whereby the war comes to an end and all the Israeli captives released, as well as the Palestinian detainees. The last question by TRT, Arabic television. Question to Dr. Nawaf Salam. You stated that you sought assistance from Qatar and Turkey to pressure Israel to pull out the 5 positions in Lebanon. Is this assistance limited to dialogue, especially that it is